some things unconsciously tells you that this thing has to be done this way, whereas there's no rule guiding that. Hey guys, you welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. So in this video, I don't know what to title it, but I think it's going to be social media toxic standards. Some things that it's been more like a normal thing, but yeah, it's not. There's no rule guiding it. That this is how this thing should be done, or this is how it should. Subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Like this video, and please let me know your thoughts concerning what I'm going to be sharing. Without wasting more time, let's go into the video. First thing first, the people you follow on the social media platform, whether you like it or not, they consciously unconsciously affect the way you think, the way you talk, the way you do your thing. Like they kind of influence you. That they have that power to influence you. That's why we call them influencers. So this thing I'm talking about is what I'll tell my younger self starting out as a content creator. So I remember early this year, I think January, when I was going through my social media platform, I determined in my mind that okay, I'm going to kind of sweep sweep my platform, more like sweep my platform. What do I mean? Like those people that are not going to be of good influence on me, like I kind of unfollow them. Why? Maybe because when I was new to the social media platforms, I feel like, oh, okay, let me follow these people because they are popular and people are following them and they are everywhere. Why am I following this person? What's the major aim? What is the goal? What am I gaining or what am I getting from following this person? So those are what I checked, and I kind of unfollow some people that I feel like following them is not aligning with what I really want to do with my life. So I unfollowed and check out for those that share my belief, those that share my value. I like their content, and their content is either in line with my career, in line with my value, in line with my belief, or in line with something to just make me laugh, something that is not going to pollute my mind, something that I am comfortable watching, and all. Another thing I found out is when you are newly starting out on the social media, maybe on YouTube or on Instagram or something, you are still testing the waters. Sometimes you want to make this content, make this one. Unconsciously, you want to be accepted. Like you want content that you'll be accepted by the larger world. You want content that will put you out. Sometimes, if you are not careful, you want to make this content, you want to make it outside the box, like outside who you are, just to like show so that you'll be accepted and all. And maybe because other people are doing that, and you feel like, oh, when I do this, yeah, this is going to be good for me. But in actual sense, what people really want to see is your unique self, the uniqueness that you carry, because no two people can be the same person. And sometimes you can even overshare what you're not supposed to share simply because of that. But yeah, it's good that you sit down and see what does God really want me to do. That's where the God factor actually comes in. What am I created to do? And not just following the crowd, because influencers are sharing this and they're having the views and all. I think if I do the same thing, if I follow suit, no. Like I know some people that they don't go anywhere. The only content they create is them sleeping and waking up, just living alone diaries, and they have the views. That's their own line. I know sometimes it happens to me too. Like when you're starting out, you want to check, okay, will this do well? Which content do I think will do well? But yeah, even in that line, you don't go outside the box, outside you. Influencers are sharing every bit of their life. And what you don't know is what they want you to see that you get to see. But you don't know that. You feel like, oh, they are sharing it. I can also share it. But then being real, being your real self should be your priority, because you have a life outside the social media. You have a life of your own. What I'm saying is what I would tell my younger self starting out as a content creator. And also, if you really know yourself, like if you know yourself very well and you know what God says about you, you really don't need anyone's validation. The power of social media is very strong, and that's why it's good to do you, period, without any pressure. You don't have to try to look like somebody so that you can be accepted on. But there is a uniqueness in you that only you has it, only you can portray it, and only you can make it happen. And when you even have God and you know yourself, you don't need anyone's validation. Just do you without pressure. And that's why people you follow also have a way of influencing you. If after scrolling through the social media like 50 30 seconds, and the content you're saying is okay, have you prayed this morning? Like for Christians, I'm talking in this video, I'm talking about Christian, what I would tell my younger self starting out. So scrolling through the social media, the first content I say is, have you prayed this morning? Or how to read your Bible for 1 year, or one person singing worship song, or somebody singing praises, or somebody content that has to do with around faith or something. It's building me. And I wouldn't even have access to, it's what you search for that the social media will suggest to you. So if all I'm searching for, if those I'm following are those that follows my goals, my belief in my career, that's what it will suggest to me. Then another thing that I see as as one of the toxic social media standards is repeating clothes. I've heard and I've more like seen maybe a few ones. I have heard and seen some people that will say, "Oh, I can't repeat clothes. This person they wear clothes one clothes per time. Like they don't repeat clothes. Like I've snapped with this picture of this clothes and something. Something unconsciously tells us that this is how this thing should be done. But yeah, there's no rule backing it, and that's why I named it as toxic social media standard. This cloth is mine. It has no torn. There's nothing wrong with it. It's neat. And because I've used it in making this video, does not mean I cannot use it in making the next video that I want to make. The ultimate thing is to look neat, to look presentable while making your video and in everything you do. But aside that, you can wear your clothes and still look okay. You don't have to have collection of clothes. I don't talk about big influencers that have arrived. Those ones have the money to buy it, but you that are just starting out and you want to be like them, and then you are spending your money that you can invest in something that you can save. You are pushing your money, you are putting your money into buying clothes and all of these things that you barely don't need much of it. And also being very contented with what you have is the ultimate thing. Then another one that I've seen is aesthetically pleasing space. Okay, I met somebody and she told me that, oh, she would have loved to start her own YouTube channel, but her place is not so pleasing, it's not aesthetically pleasing. I said start from wherever you are. The major thing is make sure your environment, make sure where you are using is neat. When your video is being portrayed, it's not looking rumpled, it's not looking somehow. Even with that little thing that you have, little space that you have, what are you making with it? Because the celebrities, the influencers are having a big gigantic aesthetically pleasing space, does not mean that you just starting out, yours has to be like that. You are still building, you are in the process, and you can't jump it. You have to grow through the process. You can't jump it, because we have some people that have it figured out at the beginning of everything. We have some people that it's as they progress that they have it figured out. We have some people that it's somebody that will come in to help them figure it out. But yeah, firstly, it has to start from within your mindset. You have to work on your mindset, and God has to help you work on it. Because if not, a lot of things will be stopping you from starting out, from doing what you have to do. A lot of things will be stopping you, whereas they don't mean anything. I know a number of YouTubers that have grown very well, and their space is not even that that big. But yeah, they are making use of what they have. And also another one that I saw is that if you don't post your win, there's really nothing going on in your life. Like because you don't post your wins, like that means nothing is really going on in your life. God has been faithful to a number of people, to me, to everyone. Like I know a number of my friends that they don't post anything on their social media platform, and they are very active. They are just watching you, but they don't post anything. That does not mean God has not been faithful to them. That does not mean they don't. Most of them are even the one like they have it like they have wins that they could tell you that But yeah, it's just them. You should not overshare something you are not comfortable with sharing just because you want to grow on the social media platform, or just because you want people to see your content or something. If you are not comfortable sharing something because other people are sharing, does not mean that you should share. It should be you. You should think about you first before you think about those things, those that you are trying to, like, please, this is where you should look into it. Like if you post a content on, let's take Instagram for instance, you will see your views having like 1,000, 2,000 or more views. But if you see those that like the content, maybe about 200 people or 100 people like the content, what's that telling you? That there are some people that are actually there just to see, just to be looking that, okay, she's still breathing. Oh, okay, she's doing well and all of that. They're just there to watch, to just look at you, to just would I say monitor, or may not be monitoring you, but yeah, they're just looking, they're just watching. They will not contribute. They are just watching and seeing what you are doing. So that should even be like, that should be a thing for you. Like, if I'm not comfortable sharing this, I'm not going to share. And if I'm comfortable sharing this, I am going to share. It's about me. It's about what God says. Okay? It's about what God says. It's about what I'm comfortable with. And yeah, because at the end of the day, it still comes back to you. It still has to do with you. Being real, being authentic should be your priority. And another thing is, you don't really know content that will do well. You don't really know content that will go viral. You don't know content that will travel far. And that's why the God factor place comes into play. Like I one Sunday in my church, I was just praying. I was not even praying about any content or anything. And the content just flashed through my head. And I'm like, okay, we are going to have this. And I started planning and I said, okay, I'm going to do this. That content is just a social media, it's just like Instagram content. I think I just made it, and the content has about, as at the time I'm making this video, is about almost 2,000 views. So I'm like, oh, so sometimes that's where the God factor comes to play, because I don't know that video could travel far like that. There's this space, there's a place of using the brain, there's a place of searching, like checking the net, using SEO and all of that. But also there's the God factor, and the speed of the God factor. I don't know the technologies that can actually meet it. So yeah, that's where the God factor comes to play. Also, there's no right or wrong way to create content. Don't let social media put you in a box like this is how it should be done. No, as long as you are in line, you are still in connect with your creativity. There is no right or wrong way to make content. It just has to do with you, how you're able to put it out, and also your unique, how you're able to be very authentic with what you are putting out. Yeah, that's it. And also, there are some oversharing things that I feel like should not be shared, that I would just like to talk about, and that is your location, where you live, and also your income, how much you earn in a month, or how much YouTube is paying you. Like, well, I can make video, anyone can make video about monetization and all, but stating the exact figure that YouTube is paying you, I don't think it's right. I feel like it's oversharing, or what shouldn't be shared. Well, it depends on you. I said it. I said if you are okay with it, yeah, good. But I feel like there are things that shouldn't be shared. Also, I've heard about this body size, body. Actually, it's not a new thing. We've heard about it, like body size. If you are not size 12, size 14, you don't belong. Society made us believe, or let me say unconsciously made us believe that, okay, this is a particular female figure. This is how it should be. And some people, because of that, say, oh, I'm too big, I'm too slim, I don't want to start making content yet. I want to when I reduce to a certain extent, I will start making content and all of that. Unnecessary expectations. They made you feel like anything aside size XL, then size XX and XL, then anything aside that is not appealing. They make it like a picture, more like a picture of how a male should look, a picture of how a female should look. It's just like, okay, if you are not like this and you're not close to it, then people may not like you, they may not like your content. Everyone is looking certain way, does not mean you have to look that way. Because I feel comfortable in maxi dresses, or because I feel comfortable making my hair certain way, and I feel like, oh, this is the acceptable way, this is what people are doing, this is what they do on social media to get accepted. I don't have to do that if I don't want to. I don't have to follow if I don't want to. I should be able to do what I'm so comfortable doing. I should be able to wear what I'm comfortable wearing. I should be able to do what I'm comfortable doing. And that's where my uniqueness come to play. All these fitness trends and all, fitness trend is good. You can go to the gym to get the right body, but when you are taking some protein supplements to help your body enlarge in some places and all these potent supplements that people take to get the right body, some of them have repercussion. I read in a place that somebody took it and she said her buttocks were itching her and she had to stop immediately. So all these things have repercussions. You can take normal protein from fruits, from food, and gym will also help you. But when you are trying to do something, when you are trying to do something in order to look a certain way so as to be accepted, then that is one of the social media toxic standards that we're talking about. It should be about you, not about what people think or what people feel you should look like. It should be about what you are comfortable sharing, what you are comfortable wearing, what you are comfortable with, and not about what the social media people expect from you. See, at the end of the day, everyone will adjust. This video is ranting video. You have to do you. It should be about you before you think about the people on the social media or the people watching you. Because at the end of the day, some of them don't even care. So it still goes back to accepting yourself, accepting your body, accepting yourself mentally, looking into your insecurities, praying about them if you believe in prayer. I believe in prayer. Praying about them and looking for a way to solve it, working on your self esteem, and being who exactly God wants you to be who exactly you are. And you know who you are? You're beautiful. You are God's own. You are unique. You are special. And don't let anyone tells you otherwise. Yeah, yeah, I'm talking too much in this video. But yeah, I feel like this is my most relaxed. So guys, I hope you learned one or two things from this video, and I hope this video made your day. And to my fellow content creators, or those that are thinking about going into content creation, or those that are going into one profession or the other, I hope this video helps you choose choose to be the best version of yourself, to go on a journey on self-discovery, to know yourself, and to really know what God wants you to do, to know what you really want and what you want to do. And then maybe in a couple of days, in a couple of weeks, you come outside and show us, you show us, we your friends, or we on the social media, and say, yeah, this is who I am. I've gotten myself and I'm ready to portray, and see how much grow after that transformation. So this is where I'm going to stop on this video. If you want to add anything or you want to drop your thoughts, please drop it in the comment section. And if you please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do so. And yeah, see you in the next one, in the next video. Bye.